Greetings, everyone. This is LiminalityCarb, and it's time for us to head over to Thomas's laboratory after we check out Astrid's basement, because Astrid has a heart rupee for us in her basement. To be able to get it, you need to shoot those switches to cause that device to spit out a giant crate. Now that we have that crate, we need to actually have another one come out. So I think we should be able to do it with this switch as well. If I didn't mess up the timing right there like I just did. Oh, that crate's got to go. Nope. Wrong side. Be careful of those switches. They are very sensitive, for lack of a better term. I messed up the timing again because I was so late. Take 3. Too late because I didn't sprint. So one thing to note, this thing can unfortunately only produce 2 boxes at a time, which is why I'm doing it this way. There! Finally got our second box. Now, I'm going to try something that might not work, but let's give it a shot. I kind of want to be... Oh, nope, not going to get it. I want to be on the other side of those crates. This is going to be risky. Oh, that worked. Good. So, bomb jump just to get to the other side of the crates if they land in a way that is annoying. But then just slowly shimmy them over, because you need to be able to get through that little gap. But once we can roll through that gap, we get ourselves a heart rupee. And then to exit, we just talk to this panel, and it opens up the gate for us. Now, let's actually head on over to Thomas's laboratory. Thomas has interesting music for his lab, and he has a golem right here. I am Ark, servant to Master Thomas. Civilian, state your business. We can say we're visiting, but that's just going to get us kicked out. That pipe will kick you out of this entire thing, and you'll have to swim on back. Let's say we're here for a safety inspection. By safety inspection, you mean you're with the Peace Ministers. My data records show that Peace Ministers already visited today. This high frequency is suspect. However, since no previous bribe was taken, I will allow it. Receive this and go. So, he bribes us with 50 Rin to leave if we say we are here for a safety inspection. If we say it again, though, he will just kick us out. The correct thing you want to say is that you are here for an internship. Master Thomas did express an interest in a human intern. Proceed for testing. Greetings, prospective intern. Master Thomas values persistence. Proceed for testing. Ark speaking. I will be presiding over your testing. For the duration of this test, you may speak to me at any active terminal. This is the guest floor. Please, feel free to help yourself to the amenities. Your tests lie on the floors below. Be on your best behavior. Well, before we do that... Kitty. So that's another one for the cat petter. Let's talk to everyone who's up here, though. Master Thomas restored this ancient technology, but it was shut down by the Peace Ministers. It's an all-in-one refrigerator, cashier, nutrient dispenser, and talkative artificial intelligence. He calls it a vending machine. There was a bit of guesswork involved, but Master Thomas is confident he recreated the vending machine exactly as intended. Living alone, can't cook, flush your problems away with Calorie Slush. Get all the standard human caloric and nutritional needs in one convenient blend. Calorie Slush. It's got what humans crave. Yeah, let's insert 18 Rin for our Calorie Slush. Ka-ching! Thanks for the business. No refunds. And we get some Calorie Slush, which restores 30 HP and is relatively fast to actually eat, so not too bad. Before we head on up to talk to the others, there is this area that has an energy gem. The computer on the table reads numerical expression through music, the definitive how-to guide. 0 is all open circles, One is just the last one being closed, and basically this is just showing you do it in binary. Over here, it says a small note, 07734. So, what we need to do is 0, 7, 7, 3, and then 4. And it opens up, and we get ourselves an energy gem. We now have even more stamina, and with the 2 energy gems we got, we might have just about enough to get that fish, but we will deal with that later. These are pictures of Master Thomas and his dear sister, Rutia. I have been tasked with finding the beauty within them. In doing so, I will be one step closer to humanity. I feel like I have been set up for failure. Quite possibly. Golems need to keep in shape too. Okay, I am just doing this for fun. I'm glad that the golems can have fun at least. Also, man, Thomas has a lot of cat merchandise. But, let's head on down. And actually, let's talk to this panel. To serve as an intern, basic intellect is required. To the right, you will find 4 doors. Each houses a trial and a medallion. Succeed with at least 3 trials, and then present the medallions here. Well, time to do the trials. Basic problem solving. I'm not even going to explain anything. Well, I suppose if you really want some help. Do you? No, we don't need any help. Good. There is a way to do this faster than what I'm doing now. I unfortunately do not know what that is yet, however. But it, otherwise as intended, is a simple puzzle problem solving. As Arch said, just push this till that hits all 3, and then we grab our medallion. Also, as you just saw there, I can break these cameras. Sometimes they have written for us, but it's only one, so only do it if you want to have fun. A basic machine operations test. This one has a 90% pass rate. Important for lulling contestants into a sense of security. So, what happens is, the switch on the right controls the direction of the conveyor belts. The switch on the left controls the things that block the medallion from continuing onwards. So you just have to, as I'm doing here, flip the switches until you get that medallion. As he said, 90% pass rate. Time for 1-3. A good intern can effectively work with 3D printers. This 3D printer can construct up to 5 wooden boxes at one time. Now, when it says 5 wooden boxes at one time, it is including the... Whoops, don't throw it. It is including the boxes that are up in the upper right. As long as there are 5 boxes in the room, it will not construct an additional one for you, unfortunately. However, you can just go ahead and blow those up so that you now have more boxes to create. So, hit you. Get us box number 3. Put it back down. And then let's get box number 4. Hopefully I haven't messed this up. Okay, box number 3, you might need to move over a little bit. There we go. And now we can comfortably get up to the medallion. Now, we have 3 medallions, but we're going to do all 4 of the challenges on this floor because we can. A good intern can defend Master Thomas in times of danger. Are you ready to undertake the basic combat test? Yes, I am. Initializing combat test. Difficulty level, medium. So, these are turrets. They will keep flying away from you unless you hit them. Once you hit them, they're stunned for a little bit, and you can just try to chain hit them. If you're lucky, they will stay there for you. However, as you've seen with those last 2, they explode when they die, and the explosion does hurt. Oh, missed that shot. Got that one, though. Unfortunately, if it flies over to the left, it can go off screen in an area where you can't get to. But they thankfully don't have a lot of health, so just take them down at your leisure. And we got a ring from that one that died off screen. I didn't show it, but to the right was also a pipe. You can take that pipe to immediately exit from any of the floors. I count at least 3 medallions. Commendable. Proceed. To your right, you'll find 4 more trials. These tests present a higher difficulty level. Succeed with at least 3 trials, and then present the medallions here. Just like before. So, 2-1. This is an interesting one. We will now proceed with the memory retention game quiz portion of the exam. Cue music and lights. The test will be conducted orally. The scope includes everything inside Master Thomas's mansion. Finally, one wrong answer means instant failure. Are you ready? That is actually the first question. If you say no, you instantly fail because interns are always ready. Question, what is my name? You are Ark. Question, if you wanted to exit this facility, how many elevators would you have to ride? Well, we took 2 elevators out of here, but as I just said, there's a pipe over on the right that lets you instantly exit the facility. Question, on the topmost floor, how many times does Rutia appear in pictures on the wall? So she's the blonde-haired girl in the pictures. I didn't point this out, but she is in only 4 of the pictures. Question, what is the slogan of our exciting new product, the Calorie Slush? It's got what humans crave. Question, in this room, excluding this one, how many questions have I asked you so far? He has asked us 5. Commendable. You have demonstrated sufficient memory and observational abilities. Proceed. And we get our red golem medallion. Next is another one of these puzzles, just slightly more complicated, but not by much. An intermediate machine operations test. We doubled the switches to double the difficulty. So, we have this switch, which will operate that, and this, which we have to toggle on and off so that it lands right there. And then just toggle, toggle. Let's get a little bit of stamina back because this last switch, which controls the conveyor belts, is a timer switch. We have to hit it multiple times because once it times out, it'll start going the other way. But just like before, it's really not too difficult. Just a slight increase in complexity. Another test with 3D printers. This time, we're testing your versatility. How will you handle big boxes? Okay, I ran out of ideas. So, we have 3 switches. These bottom 2 control the conveyor belts, and this one controls the 3D printer. This one can only print 3 boxes, but thankfully, we actually only need 2 boxes. Because, and actually let me do this just to make things a little bit easier, though you can probably see where we're going with this. We just need to push these boxes over enough that we can jump up over to there. That box in the bottom right is actually there to deceive you. And now we have our 3rd Red Golem Medallion. It's time to get Red Golem Medallion number 4. A great intern can defend Master Thomas in times of even more danger. Are you ready to undertake the hard combat test? Yes I am. Initializing combat test. Difficulty level high. So we now have conveyor belts on the bottom to deal with, as well as even more of these turrets. If you get lucky, you can shoot multiple of them down at once, and then just use the explosions from them to take each other out. I'm obviously not going to get lucky, it seems. Come on. There we go. Well, we got you down. Ooh. There we go. We did get lucky at the end there. And we have all 4 red medallions now. So it's time to talk to Art and show him 3 of them. I count at least 3 medallions. Commendable. Proceed. Well, what do you say over here? Congratulations! In reaching this place, you have surpassed all previous candidates. The final test is an interview with Master Thomas himself. Before you go, feel free to avail yourself of our amenities. One of these rooms has a punching bag. You may use it as a stress reliever. Good luck! So, as he said, let's avail ourselves of these amenities. We have a stove here to cook some food, which we will be doing in a bit. And also we have a punching bag here. Hit this punching bag 10 times in quick succession to win a prize. Bats only. So this is a rhythm bag. You have to... Well, as you saw there, if you don't hit it quickly enough, you get an error thing. So it is actually wanting you to hit this somewhat fast. You have a little bit of leeway, but just like standard rhythm bags, you want to have a good rhythm. But once you get all 10 hits, you get yourself a Heart Rupee, which for us also means we get a free heal after those combat tests. Now to take a look at this other room, which has 2 things in it that we want. First, a pumpkin muffin, and then second, Thomas's diary logs. My handler tells me to research the forbidden technology of the ancients. He tells me this command comes from high up. I'm all too eager. But will not the peace ministers take issue? They're always out and about, ensuring we remain perfectly within the Middle Ages. My handler also tells me my research will need to be carried out discreetly. Lead the peace ministers to me, he says. I ask him if war is on the horizon. He assures me it isn't. Your research will be more of an insurance policy, a safety net. Every country does it, he says. Does his handler speak the truth, or is he just telling me what I want to hear? I am faced with a quandary. On one hand, I stand behind the veil, or before the veil, that has clouded much of our history, to discover the great heights our ancient ancestors have climbed to know how they lived. But to do so could put me in jeopardy. Shall I risk it all to satiate my curiosity, or toe the line and stay safe? Well, let's see what he chose 100 entries later. Wreckers are metal giants that can occasionally be found wandering in the wastelands. When they're not staring at a wall, they're tearing things apart. They're quite good at that, apparently. I can only imagine the dangers that existed in our pre-awakened history that would warrant such a monstrosity. I didn't read the rest of it because I hit the button too fast. I can't help but admire the beast. With its tough metal exterior, the Wrecker can walk through a hail of bullets. It can lift a tank with ease. Its multi-purpose gun nose can fire a barrage of lasers and even an EMP grenade. This is a machine that was built to destroy other machines. Ironically, the Wrecker carries the weapon of its own undoing. The very EMP grenade it fires can be turned against itself. It's unlikely, but if some brazen idiot were to strike the EMP grenade in the same manner one bats a baseball, the EMP grenade would be reflected and could explode on the Wrecker. This would deactivate its defenses for several whole seconds. What am I saying? This scenario I described is so ridiculous, it would never happen. The Wrecker is invincible. End of story. Well, let's look at entry 172. Today I sent 2 letters. The first letter was to Nana, back in Pancello. I attached some money, as usual. Nana watched over Rutia for some years so that I could pursue my studies, and for that I'll be forever grateful. She also baked some mean pumpkin muffin. I always look forward to my shipment of those beauties. My second letter was to my dear little sister. Rutia has reached young adulthood, and I myself am now all settled. I've got a great budding career, a huge laboratory, and even some fans. No female fans, unfortunately. When I left, I thought it would be but a temporary situation. Perhaps now is the time for us to be a family again? I sent a letter to Rutia declaring my awesome plan, but Rutia did not respond with jubilation. Rather, she seemed torn. From what I've gleaned from her letter, it seems some punk has squirreled his way into her heart. The rascal, whoever he is, he's not good enough. After my initial disappointment, I realized my little sister has grown up and moved on. She's living her life. Perhaps it's time for me to live mine? Maybe, Thomas. I mean, yeah, let her do her own thing. But we're going to go ahead and cook some things, and then we're going to go to the interview process. Now that we have some food cooked, let's go to that interview. You've really done it now. You're in big trouble, Thomas. Just relax for a minute. I'm sure we can work something out. What you're building here is illegal. Let us out this instant. Where's Peace Minister Earl? He was always much more agreeable. He's in jail for taking bribes. Really? That is surprising. Not that he took bribes, but that he was caught. Hey, there's someone there. Young lass, run and get help. This lunatic captured us. I'm pretty sure he's a pervert, too. I see you brought reinforcements. Commendable. Unfortunately, it's going to take more than a little girl to stop me. Go, my wrecker. Capture her. So, we now get to fight that wrecker that he was talking about, which shoots lasers, jumps and causes a big boom, and as he said, shoots EMP grenades. But once you get them out, you can just wail on him. Come on. If you're good also with Ukemi, once he grabs you, you can just not take any damage. But just get some grenades and be close enough to him to actually hit him. Come on. There we go. True grenades and he goes down. This is the closest I can do to making Gail dance. That was incredible! How did you... I saw it with my own eyes and I still can't believe it. Well, we can talk more about that later. For now, please, get us out of here. I suspect Thomas has the key. Please, give him a great clabbering. Well, let's go say hi to Thomas and ignore all those crates that were there. So, you've passed my defenses. I've often wondered what my final moments would be like. Would I cower in fear or stand tall like a tree? You may be able to silence me, but you can't stop the march of progress. So long as people seek the truth, you will be opposed at every turn. And furthermore, you are the least threatening-looking boogeyman I've ever seen. How can I take my impending doom seriously if you won't? I enjoy Gail's confusion there. Haha! So, this is all one big funny misunderstanding. I thought you were trying to kill me. I'm quite sorry for sicking the wrecker on you like that. In my world, danger lurks in every corner, so I've learned to take precautions. Still, I can't believe you beat my wrecker. Was it a hardware malfunction, perhaps? Ah, well, how goes the village? How's Nana? Is Rutia with you? Okay, to be fair, we beat the wrecker because, you know, you told us what its weakness was in an unsecured text document on an open computer. Catch me up on everything. Okay, so everyone's been abducted and we're in trouble. Wow, a village-wide abduction. And Rutia, gone? My dear, sweet sister. These sister nappers have messed with the wrong brother. Don't worry, Rutia, I'm coming. As he paces around the room. Let's take this one step at a time. I'm quite handy with golems. Let me examine the golem head you brought. Interesting. To the untrained eye, this would certainly look like a normal golem. But to my trained eyes, I see that this one is sporting very different technology. For one, instead of a mechanical brain, there's a receiver. This golem was meant to be remotely controlled. The head also looks like it has its own means of locomotion. And this thing, I have no idea what this thing is. Some kind of warp transporter or projector? I'd say it's beyond any comparable golem the ancients have built. Oddly enough, it's also been constructed to look as antiquated as possible. Now why would that be? Maybe, if I can fix it, we can get answers straight from the source? It appears mostly intact. I'll just realign the voice box here. People often underestimate brute force, but not me. Next, I'll replace this burnt gizmo. There, it's done. Alright, whoever you are behind the golem, speak up. Hello, can you guys hear me? What a relief. It's great to be able to talk again.
Who are you? Are you an alien?
My name is Bart, and yes, I'm an alien.
How exciting! I get to cross off meet an extraterrestrial from my list. I always suspected, but it's great to have confirmation. Though, Bart is a very regular sort of name. I thought it'd be something cooler, like xylitol. Why are you here? And why have you abducted our villagers?
I didn't abduct your villagers. If anything, I came to stop the abduction. I'm a good alien. Listen to me. Time is of the essence. Your world is in danger. At this moment, your world hangs in the balance under the scrutiny of many outer world interests. Some seek to destroy it, and others, like myself, seek to save it. What we do here in the next few days will determine the fate of your whole world. I wish I could explain in more detail, but it'll have to wait. Please, take me to your country's king. Quickly now.
Wow, that sounds crazy, but something tells me we should do as he says. King happens to be my boss, so I can get us an audience. Gail, what do you think?
To the king, or you know what? I don't know.
Please.
Please, but you must listen to me. I'm the only lead you have to the villagers, right? I promise to give you all the answers you want later. So this is a but thou must. If you say I don't know, he just repeats that same line of dialogue. So, to the king.
To the king we go. That's in Dea, by the way. Due east of here.
Well, before we head off to Dea, let's get some free calorie slush, because it is honestly not that bad of a healing thing. Even though it is a reference to a movie, with it, you know, it being what humans crave. What? You two are in cahoots? I can't believe this.
Ha! Sorry, Floret. You'll have to wait. We're on an important mission.
You can't just leave us here. What will we eat?
I'll have you know, humans can survive over a month on just water.
You wouldn't.
Relax. Ark will feed you guys until we get back.
Oh, I like food. What are we having?
Calorie slush. It's a special formula I made that blends everything you need into one convenient drink. Don't get your hopes up. I'm a scientist, not a chef. Alright then, so long.
Thomas, get back here! Oh, you're detestable. Well, let's talk to Floret. You're not like Thomas. You'll come back for us, right? Yep, we'll come back. Maybe. At some point. Probably. So, we have two ways to exit. We can either go through the elevators, or let's take this pipe that just flushes us out over here. However, before we actually leave, we're going to go say hi to Ark, because we have 2 extra golem medallions. Since Master Thomas is accompanying you, I take it to mean you have passed Master Thomas's interview. If so, you have my congratulations. By the way, I see you have an extra blue golem medallion. Since you have no more use for it, I could take it off your hands in exchange for a shiny blue rock. Yeah, let's trade it in. The human fascination with shiny things is interesting. We got ourselves a moonstone, which, as you can surmise, means we will get one for the other extra medallion we have. Worry not of the 2 prisoners. I will feed them plenty of calorie slush. It's got what humans crave. By the way, I see you have an extra red golem medallion. Since you have no more use for it, I could take it off your hands in exchange for a shiny blue rock. Let's trade in. The human fascination with shiny things is interesting. And we got ourselves 2 moonstones. So that makes 2 heart rupees, 2 moonstones, and 1 energy gem for this episode. Next time, we're actually going to do some side things before we head straight off to Dea. We'll be heading back a little bit and also going forward a little bit to some new areas. As always, thank you all very much for watching, and take care.